Yo, what's good, fam? We back at it with another DD Callway Nostalgic Lounge video. We're gonna be reacting to the movie villain versus the actual villain. This is part 12. My list is I got them together. I just got to do the video for them. Y'all already know that the editing take a little while, so just bear with me. I got y'all though. I got y'all. So yeah, man. We're gonna jump straight into this one, man. If you haven't subscribed to DD Callway Nostalgic Lounge, do so ASAP. Show that brother all the love in the world, and if you got any other platforms, go follow him over there too and show him all the love, man. He been killing it with these lists, bro. Yeah, let's jump straight into it.
What's up, y'all? It's DD Conway, and I'm back with another Real Villains video. This is video number 12 in the Real Villain series, and we're diving into movies where there's an obvious villain, but also calling out the characters who don't get enough blame and might actually be the real villain of the story. As always, like, share, and hit the hype button on this video. Let's get it.
Smoking bricks and selling chickens, call that hanging living. It's Gucci. Lemons on the chain with the heat. Lemons on the
Spike Lee movie Do the Right Thing is one with a deep message, but also leaves many to debate what characters are right and wrong. It follows character Mookie the pizza delivery driver through.
I already know who was the lunatic in this movie, and that was Giancarlo Esposito. That's just my thoughts. Just my thoughts.
This community where small conflicts and tension lead to the ultimate tragedy of Radio Raheem getting murdered by the police.
Gary, that's enough, man. Gary, that's enough.
Now we will focus on the surface level, just solely based off the characters' behaviors and actions that they take. We obviously know that the police making Radio Raheem take a dirt nap makes them the real villains of this whole thing. Yet many spark debates that the pizza shop owner Sal was the biggest villain for not wanting to cater to the fact that character Bugging Out wanted more black men on the wall because Sal's establishment is in a black neighborhood.
Why? Come here, the brothers up on the wall.
It's an Italian restaurant. Just like he said, if you want to have black people on your wall, open up your restaurant and do so.
And that's Sal, right?
Hey, Sal, how come the brothers up on the wall here?
You want brothers on the wall? Get your own place. You can do what you want to do.
Message!
Do I think Sal is wrong for the racial undertones and the blatant racist statements? I indeed do. But I still think Bugging Out soul power honey bun dressing ass is the biggest villain.
Bruh.
Why?
I agree.
Why?
Bugging Out was disrespectful the entire movie.
Yeah.
Type of person I don't want to be around because you're going to complain about something and have no real care for the tone or the discernment to know if the situation is worth giving attention to. Evil seasoned crouton looking at that nigga will make problems that shouldn't even be. For example,
Where's that?
You're gonna pay now, you're gonna pay them later. How much?
30 years.
You've been coming in here at least 3 times a day. What are you, a retard?
Morning, Hannah.
It's $1.50. Yo, stop, put some cheese in that motherfucker, man. Extra cheese is $2.
Damn.
$2? Yeah, $2. Hey, you can forget that shit. Yeah.
You come in that bitch 3 times a bro. He got on my nerves.
Bugging Out is the type of person to bring unwanted attention where it's not needed. Even the way that he goes about a situation, something that can be talked about and be simple, has to be escalated. He's nickel and diamond Sal for more cheese like he's supposed to just give it to him for free. Straight jacket wearing that nigga, this is already psychotic as hell. Then you ask the price like you don't know it. And from what we hear Sal say, bro, you in that hole 3 times a week. I can see why he's irritable. I can see why he's already annoyed with you.
Facts.
Because, one, why would you ball money up and give it to somebody? You just leading with disrespect. You showing that you don't care about nothing they talking about. I'm a big person on actions, and actions like that, even the smallest of actions, can mean the biggest of disrespect. His whole tone is off, his whole disposition is off, and he's effectively trying to hold this man Sal in his place of business.
Facts.
I feel like you should look at a person's place of business as an extension of a person's home. It's not something to play with, and it's something that they put their money in. If this situation was reversed and Sal were black, this conversation wouldn't have even been had long. He wouldn't have entertained it. Once that voice got high and he kept showing blatant disrespect, he would have been put out that hole like Uncle Phil put out Jazz.
Absolutely.
And I personally don't feel like Sal was wrong. Obviously with the microaggressions, yeah. But from the looks of it, when you watch the movie, no one else of color really had a problem with Sal. In fact, there were other people that did speak up for Sal in certain instances.
I'll get money to you next week. Is that cool, dude?
Hell no, that ain't cool, dude. Where my money? I need my money right now.
You don't have to be talking to me like that.
Nigga.
I feel like they antagonized this man. Mookie was a terrible worker, yet Sal still gave him a job. He couldn't have hated Negroes too much, bro. Mookie should have got fired several times. Now, I understand the dynamics of situations. Bugging out is a villain again. You playing with your friend's job. Your friend work here. Why are you antagonizing Sal?
Right.
Over nothing. Then we have this scene.
What? Come get the brothers up on the wall.
Man, ask Sal, right?
Hey, Sal, how come get the brothers up on the wall here?
You want brothers on the wall? Get your own place. You can do what you want to do.
I've always felt like this watching this movie. Just because dude is white with a business in a black neighborhood doesn't mean he needs to have black people on the wall. You be in there 3 times a week. Why is this a problem now? It's not. You just mad. If it was really a problem for bugging out, you wouldn't patronize this restaurant 3 times a week. And the 3 times that you come in there, multiple weeks, them crackers still on the wall. Why are you just now saying something?
And you got Radio Raheem killed because of some pictures on the fucking wall.
You just looking to find a problem where it really isn't. Because when we move in food spots in the suburbs, we still not putting them on the wall at all. Mexican places ain't putting them on the wall. Chinese spots not putting them on the wall. Why does this matter? And if it does matter, they're just patronizing another business.
Exactly.
It goes on and on. Business tends to be business all the time. Open your own spot. You want something on the wall? Get your own business and feel free to put it up there.
But not just that. If you don't like it, stop fucking going there. That's another thing I got a problem with our people. Y'all keep going to these fucking businesses that do not care about you. They racist towards you in the whole 9. But yet, you talk about, oh, they not serving me here and that. But you keep taking your black ass there every single time. If they treat you like shit the first time, they're going to do it the second time too. As for him, nigga, do not go back there. Go somewhere where a restaurant got black people on the fucking wall. It's that simple. Like,
He's not wrong for being in a black neighborhood and having Italian people that he admires on the wall. It's his business. Just go to another store. And you not saying this to every business that you go into because we know it's multiple different cultures in the black neighborhood.
Exactly.
So are you saying this to each one? More than likely not. You just pick the one that's going back and forth with you and that's not finna let you get over it, seem like. When we open a business, we have the same mindset as Sal. This our business, you not finna tell us to do what we don't want to do. If you don't like it, go somewhere else.
Exactly.
That's a black mindset for sure when it comes to opening a business. I just feel like this all started over bugging out being cheap.
No. 1 rib.
1 rib.
Sure am hungry.
Oh, get a job, you broke ass.
To even sit and make that argument, to me, you have to make sure that you holding every establishment like that accountable. Also think to sit and antagonize over something that you could have politely asked about is crazy.
And another fact, like, this remind me of Martin again. When Cole asked him for $1.99 to get an egg McMuffin, he's like a grown ass man. They got $1.99. You sitting there fussing with Sal over some cheese. You didn't have $2 to put the cheese on the goddamn pizza. Then you went and overdid it with the Parmesan. If you don't get your goofy ass out of here, bro.
I stand firm on saying black folks wouldn't have entertained bugging out. And he arguably would have got stumped out for taking the tone that he had.
Yeah.
Throw Radio Raheem in there too.
Yeah.
D.
See, ain't no Jacksons.
D, motherfucker, D. Learn to speak English first, all right? D.
How many you say?
20, motherfucker, 20.
2 slice. No service till you turn that shit off.
2 slices.
Turn it off. The radio.
Yeah, I ain't gonna. He had that shit blasted in the store. Like, bro, if you don't cut that shit down, then that will happen in any establishment. Cut your fucking music down.
Raheem, I can't even hear myself think.
You are disturbing me!
Man, barbecue pulled pork ass sandwich eating ass nigga. Why is he talking to these people like that? It's senseless. And then to be blasting your music in someone's place of business is insane. I try to put myself in some of these situations when I'm watching a movie. There is no way I would talk to somebody like this that's serving me, especially with food.
Right.
First thing we do is we add a little extra gravy to the mashed potato.
See what I'm saying?
I feel like you have to be bold. Unless they just talking to you crazy, you got to be bold. Because it'd be nothing for them folk to bake a loogie and spit on your piece.
Scratch their ass, get some of them ass chips off their ass, and be all up in there. And they'll do some shit, man. I'm telling you. But yeah, you up in there fuss with people that cook your food. Y'all different. I ain't going front.
Even talking to the Asian couple, he's talking to these people like he Drill Sergeant Debo. Overall, Radio Raheem was wrong for being disrespectful to Sal and to the Asians in their store. Doing that in their business is like playing with somebody in their household, like I said. They work for it. Regardless of what neighborhood it is, that's something you still have to acknowledge because somebody would still be willing to go to war with you about that. To me, as long as they weren't disrespectful or disrespecting the community, which Sal seemed like he was somebody that was part of the community. He even said in one scene that he watched these kids grow up and was feeding them. To me, if they're not disrespecting the community as a whole, it's no point in senseless confrontations.
His son was on some bullshit, though. I ain't gonna lie.
And senseless confrontations can lead to tragedy, especially knowing that we black. Raheem was wrong, but Radio Raheem didn't deserve to die for it.
Facts.
The police is definitely at fault, and they are wrong.
Yeah.
But I also feel like Bugging Out gaslit that whole situation, and should have some blame too. He's the source of a good amount of issues in this movie.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
Uki is a problem too. Real villain, terrible employee. When it comes to if he was wrong for throwing the trash can through the window, I'm saying yes. Everything Sal did, he looked out for Mookie. Once he let the N-word fly, it's a whole different story. It's a whole different ball game every time. This is a tit-for-tat thing. I understand the dynamics of situation. I understand how a person that's sitting right here minding their business and or just doing what they're supposed to be doing, but they being bothered by people that's nickel and diming and or just trying to get over. You trying to find a problem in something where there's no problem. I understand how you can push them to their brink. I'm not saying he was right for saying it, but I do understand sometimes you do have to look at the bigger picture. Sal was wrong, but because of bugging out, a nigga died. Yeah. If you don't say nothing to Sal, none of this happens. It's not even like Brett called the police. Couple all that with the heat, I feel like the heat fried his brain. Brett said something he wasn't supposed to say. Sal's wrong, but the events that led to the police of being there, he had nothing to do with. I feel like us as black people, we have to know in certain situations, if the police ends up there, certain situations, it's just the dynamic of it. It looks bad and it's not going to be good for us. I feel like Radio Raheem and Bugging Out ignored that.
Stay. I hate your black skin. I hate your black pants. I hate black pepper.
Police showed up and gave niggas an immediate L.
Them police was always racist, yo. They were always on the bro. Y'all seen how they acted towards the motherfucking black people when they acted towards the kids and shit? Like, come on, man.
I think Mookie was wrong. I do think he was a real villain. I'm not sitting right here saying, again, I'll keep saying it, Sal was wrong. But I also feel like the decision that Mookie made wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth you destroying this whole business for it. Especially when you watched your own people antagonize this man. That's my biggest thing. It'd been another thing if you didn't know none of this was going on. You watched this man be antagonized that whole day. Now, I wouldn't say he's the biggest villain, but I will say he is a villain. I don't think what he did was worth destroying somebody else's business. Overall, no one really did the right thing in this movie. But I do feel like the path of antagonization that Bugging Out and Radio Raheem were on caused this whole situation. All of this was senseless and over nothing. Growing up watching the Temptations movie, it never sat right with me how people used to try to make Otis seem like the biggest villain. This man was in the movie getting hold for doing leadership.
I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me.
They're coming to see the Temptations.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You wish you could work it the way I do.
They say no, damn you niggas money.
I want to say that obviously some of the stuff in this movie didn't happen and it's extremely exaggerated. But how do you watch Otis make some of the decisions that he makes for this group and you say Otis is the issue? I'm speaking really to some of the characters that were being mad about it. Now, we know watching this movie that David Ruffin is the biggest villain.
Very much. I'm David Ruffin, and these are the Temptations.
Shoot this motherfucker.
Bro was a menace the second he turned the Temptations up. However, one character that genuinely pissed me off every time I watched this movie was Eddie Kendrick's character.
Otis is gonna throw Paul away like Alabama trash. I don't wanna let him. I'm trying to save Paul.
You know what? Yeah, I agree.
Cut that bitch off.
This man face naked as hell, kidnapper van driving ass nigga was the biggest enabler the whole movie. Folks could be dead wrong and he gonna speak up for him every time. Yes, behind the scenes he did get on their ass. But it got to a point where it's like, alright, their actions hurting the group. From coming in late, even how them carrying themselves being off. Eddie would speak up every time, wrong or even more wrong. And would be mad at Otis for wanting them off.
Stop hating and get money, my nigga. You just mad at all this thugnificence. Respect it, man. Breathe it in, nigga. Bask in it.
Outback loaf of bread, look at that nigga. You can't get mad at the leader for doing leader shit. Paul was wildin', David was beating hoes and doing coke.
Fuck, man. Fuck. Where the fucking below at?
Eddie is a real villain to me because he treated accountability like betrayal. He was a silent accomplice to all the BS. You can only keep pulling people that's messing up to the side so much. And I don't think he realized that him constantly defending the situation was just him enabling the behavior.
Yeah.
And to undermine a group, really, it puts everybody in a position to have to pick, should we do this, should we not do this? And everything becomes inconvenient. Most of all, it puts people in a position for their money to be played with.
But you know the funny part about it? Oh, hold up. What was that? I think he passed before David, Dennis, and him made the group. Yeah, alright, so that don't count.
They come to see the Temptations, you got to give them what they want. You can't give them somebody that's drunk. You can't give them somebody that's literally thinking the show is just for him. Not the type of behavior you can just keep enabling. It gets to a point where at some point you have to be on the side of, alright, we need to get them out of the group, get somebody else in till they can get better.
And it's like, yes, you can do that. You can help your homeboy, but it's like he just kept drinking. Like, he was drinking when you was in the damn, it ain't about the money. Like, that's who we are. Like, nigga, you gotta stop drinking. You wanna get better? Stop fucking drinking.
Juice is a movie that we all know shifts to a horror movie once Bishop gets his hand on the gun. Bishop is indeed the real villain, but there are two more people that we have to look at. The real villain first up is Raheem. Buddy was already the leader of the group and was one of the main people that wanted to rob the store in the first place.
Look, old man Quillis is not gonna draw on somebody that got a gun on him. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be a piece of cake, Q.
Don't. Get out there. That nigga is get out there.
To me, Raheem had the most influence over his friends.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't make the push to do any illegal shit, none of this happens. For instance, Q had a DJ competition and Raheem still chose to persuade his friend into going to rob a store. Bro got his whole life ahead of him and he wanted them to rob a store in their neighborhood.
For like $30.
Which is really some airhead shit. You a terrible friend.
Alibi. Since you're going 7, that'll give us an opportunity to go in, do what we gotta do, and jet.
Fuck out of here.
I think that'll work.
Yo, what about the cops, man?
Bishop checked it out.
Ass flavor cake puffs eating that nigga is a terrible friend. And add the fact that this man let the crazy friend have a gun. He single-handedly is the reason why Bishop shifted his hoe to a Negro Friday the 13th film. Bishop was already getting hold every day. He was going through it and was the clear hothead. Even if Raheem didn't know he was going through something, it's still a dumb idea to give a gun to the least level-headed person in the group. Felt like Bishop was already on this path to eventually doing something wild anyway. To me, Raheem just ushered the crazy in and sped up the process of Bishop crash out. Now, there is another villain that's the biggest villain of this whole thing, arguably, and I never see her talked about. It's Yolanda, the grown-ass woman that Q was talking to.
Sweating already.
I've been working out. You don't mind a little sweat, do you?
I ain't gonna lie, she was fine. She was fine.
Jail. She need to go to jail. Why are you talking to this man? You just kicked your old husband out and you ushered in a high schooler. Professional stepmama looking at nigga, what are you doing? Buddy is in high school.
Yeah.
Your grown ass talking about sweat. Oh, where your daddy at? If there's anybody in the whole movie that need to be locked up, it's her.
That's a fact.
Some real Herbert the Pervert shit. Junior Baker made her by the ass look, girl.
Can see in your room.
Smoking Christmas.
But yeah, I agree with Shorty at the end because yo was definitely in high school. Yeah. She got herself some young, yeah. Alright. Do the right thing. I agree that bugging out he lost his fucking mind. That's straight up. Radio Raheem. It's just the fact of this. I know like we got different races in our neighborhoods. And it's like this. If you don't like the people that run the establishment, go somewhere else. But also, sometimes that's probably the only establishment a lot of us actually can get to. So it's tough, yeah, for sure. But if you can find another spot that sells the same stuff, like they got plenty of them out here. If you feel as though you don't like this establishment, they treat you like shit every single time, leave. Don't go back there. Bugging Out kept going the fuck back there. And you kept antagonizing him every single time you came back there. You coming there 3 times a week for some pizza. You know exactly how he's going to make it. You know exactly that he's going to have the same people on his wall. And you keep antagonizing him for that. Bro, he got on my nerves. Now, Radio Raheem, you come busting in any establishment with your fucking radio blasting. Anybody is going to tell you to cut that shit down. And the way you, too slut, bitch, get out of my step. That's going to make anybody just want to fight you. And that's a fact. Only thing you got to do is cut the fucking radio off. That's it. Now, we already know, like, what the hell is his name in this movie? Sal's son, John Turturro. Both of his sons was fucking racist. We already knew about that. Like, straight up. They were some racist motherfuckers. And also, it's like, you got Bugging Out coming in there. He's like, I'm tired of this nigga. Like, I was black, and I got tired of that motherfucker. But, but yeah. But that's not cutting out the fact that his son was definitely racist than a motherfucker. He talking about, I don't want to work here around these. If you don't, go to fuck somewhere else and go work somewhere else, bitch. You don't have to be here. You don't have to be here. You can go somewhere else. So shut the fuck up. Let's see, who else? Yeah, he didn't deserve to die, though. Mookie? Yeah, he was a horrible worker. Like, niggas went to go get pizza, to deliver pizza. You taking all this fucking time to deliver pizza. You with your annoying ass girlfriend, who was Rosie Perez. She was fine in that too. But her voice annoyed the shit out of me in that movie. But it's the fact that you just doing that kind of shit. And, let me see. Yeah, if anything, yeah, Sal did do him a favor. Now, he could have fired him, but he never did. So, and they burnt his shit down. What's another? The Korean store, like, Like, I get where a lot of black people be saying, like, they come in our own neighborhoods and they create stores and stuff like that, and then you act fucked up towards the people. That shit happens so much. So much. There's so much history on that. But yet again, go find another spot. Please, like, if anything, if you don't want to start no drama, go somewhere else. It's a store around my grandmother where he be calling the cops on kids all the time, and people be like, I ain't going back in there anymore. Like, yes, like, people still are going to keep that business going because people are so used to going to that store. You know what I mean? They are still going to go. Like, me, myself, I'm not going to go back there because I know exactly how he treat people. You know what I mean? But, hey, everybody ain't the same. Now, Temptations, Eddie was on some bullshit. David definitely was on some bullshit. Otis had his time. His son was funny, though. Why you always on the road? Yeah, you always on the road. But Otis did his thing, though, man. Regardless, he put the group together. He let them all shine. Al, he didn't put Al on there. Al got on my motherfucking nerves. Like, nigga, do you know we out here saying, I don't want something, man. I'm gonna sit back here. Nigga, you don't gotta go back out here then, bitch. Then you gonna chin check Paul? Like, yeah, you out the fucking group. What, nigga? Then you see him doing their thing on TV. Even Vanessa Bell Calloway, you treated them like shit and they blew up. Now you over there talking about, damn, sitting on the toilet shit. That's what you get. But other than that, Juice, I agree. They could have just and then Tupac talking about this nigga scared. Hell yeah! Who the fuck ain't? Y'all about to do some dumb shit. Some real dumb shit, and then you talking about, man, the cops ain't gonna do. And what the fuck the cops come do? Come and pick y'all dumbasses up from the goddamn DJ competition. Bruh. Oh, but no, that was when he killed Raheem. But that just goes to show another thing. It was like a fucking domino effect. Once one thing happened, something else happened. Then something else happened. Jesus Christ. But other than that, be careful who y'all pick as friends, y'all. Like, if you see an inkling of a fucking psycho, leave that person alone. Period. But other than that, if y'all enjoyed this video, smash the like button for your boy. Comment down below what y'all thought of the video. Also, let me know what else you want me to react to. Let me hear y'all thoughts on it, man. You know what I mean? Because we can agree with some stuff, we can disagree with some stuff, but I really want to hear what y'all got to say about that do the right thing joint. Because we can converse in the comment sections, man. I like that. Yeah, man, share the video and also subscribe to the channel for your boy. Again, if you have not yet, go and subscribe to DD Callway Nostalgic Lounge. Go and follow him on all his platforms. Show that brother all the love in the world, man. I'll see y'all in the next video. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We out this. Peace.